Now we're live.
Live. Still live.
Still live?
Still live. Been live.
Been live. I done been live.
Yeah.
I was trying yesterday to find a rap song that I could rap.
Are you bringing some competition to my emerging career? How
So
dare
you,
you, Jenna?
No, this would be just rap because I've got no singing voice. What's that word? Tone deaf?
You just have to add yo, 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 yo.
No, you're allowed to add a lot of other different sounds now. You are no longer limited to yo-yo.
Really? That's all I got.
Wow.
In fact, there's a guy out who almost the entire song is just the word Gucci gang. And another one, all they say the entire time is Versace over and over and over again.
Wow.
Clever. I wonder where they got it.
When even Snoop Dogg is like, dude.
Hey, by those standards, I'm much more exquisite in my rapping. All right, so you'll be proud of me. I know what this
We'll be
is
the judge of
about.
that.
Well, hold
I
on.
know, right?
So let me educate you. So the button for
Jeez.
saving on emails is
She cutting up for
actually
you, Scott?
edit. Can you
The-
hear me?
The button for saving is what?
Edit.
Oh, it says edit. So she was asking me when she goes into communications and you're trying to save, what button do you push? And I had 2 client things to get out yesterday, like demanding type clients. And she was like, what button saves? I don't see a save button. I was like, I don't know. And I don't care right now.
Yeah,
The
but
edit
I mean,
button.
isn't it crazy that they would come up with something so silly? I mean, why not just call it save? Edit means you're going to modify something, not you're going to save
You're going
it.
on to the next step to edit.
Oh,
Oh, I can't do that. I
well,
didn't say it made sense. I'm just saying.
gotcha. Well, so here's the other thing I wanted to mention. So my leads are in, but the sequence is not going, at least as of last night. No
That's
emails.
what I was just checking right here. So I'm in right now. And I can see they don't have anything. There's no transactions, no logs. So let's go over to profile. It
So
got
many
the
things.
CETA list.
Of course, I can't see anything, so I need to sign up through.
You can't see anything.
Well, when I
Be
am
nicer
on
to your keyboard. That's a great start.
That's right.
what?
Be nicer to your keyboard. No reason to beat it. It didn't do anything.
If freaking computer won't work.
No, the
I
computer
wonder
works.
why. You're beating the crap out of it.
That's right. My way or highway.
I guess.
All right.
Beating it up. Poor thing.
I am beating it up because, god darn it, it's not working.
Okay, so right now the only reason this list would start is because somebody joins the list, but nobody joined the list. So we don't have an automation. So future people who have the tag will be
God
listed.
darn it, it's not working.
Okay, so right now
That's it. I'm switched off.
that's so weird to hear myself like that.
That was
Was
me,
a little-
actually.
That was a little weird. You're right.
You're like talking and you're talking.
Lots of talking.
And then all of a sudden,
Talking.
all right, so we got a lot of people.
So that's a list you imported?
Yeah,
Mark?
we got it.
Yeah, I imported it and I am tagging them right now. Now, if somebody has 2 tags, that doesn't affect the sequence.
No. This is the tag wasn't added to the sequence yet. So, so I'm going to take, there's a lot of people on your list, man. I can only display 200 at a time.
Well, it's actually not a big list. It's only 400.
Well, I'm just kind of giving it a hard time because that means I have to go to multiple. So unsubscribe from subscribe to a sequence. Here we go. Indoctrination.
truck coming through.
So it won't allow the whole list to subscribe. You have to do one page at a time.
200 at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The nice thing is I don't actually have to add a tag to them. I can just subscribe them to the list.
That's cool.
And then that's page 1. We're going to go to page 2. Do the same thing. I am going to check it just because I get nervous. I don't want to like double email somebody. That would be no bueno.
True.
Every now and then at Digital Marketer, they'll let me know that I just signed up for Digital Marketer.
Except you did that a long time ago.
Yeah. It's just like, were the other ones on a list?
But
they're all on a list, right?
Let me ask you, is it sending all of emails or just the one you selected?
That's what I'm checking. Send email, indoctrination email too. So that one's working fine.
Cool.
I didn't know if it would select absolutely everyone in the list when I hit that button or if it would limit it to only the 200.
Only the first 200?
May 9th? Yeah, so it got everybody on the list when I
Got it.
clicked on everybody.
Okay, and it got the entire sequence.
Okay,
cool.
so it got everybody. Just check it on a few to make sure though.
Gotcha. And were you able to select whether they're getting welcome back or they're getting brand new?
Bad. I had them get welcome back. I could pick.
Cool.
So you pick that when you subscribe them to a sequence.
I've noticed now, here's an interesting, let me zoom in here so y'all can see the fine print. This lead's full tracking history cannot be displayed as he or she did not check the GDPR terms and conditions box.
Good morning, Rayanne. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning, Wi-Fi in South Africa.
So
Wi-Fi?
what does this mean, Jenna, that I will not have tracking on that person?
Unless they check a box at some point in the future. You have tracking. You don't have every single log on every single thing they do. That might just be somewhere in the list when we clicked a box or didn't say they authorized GDPR level. Airport Wi-Fi works properly.
That's right. Where are you off to,
Leave
Jeremy?
it to the airport to get it right. Like a good airport.
Look, we're creating worldwide friendships. It's beautiful.
Okay, let's see. So they should be getting that. You'll start getting information on who's getting what, and then analytics. I don't think it'll have it. There we go. There's our sequences and subscriptions. So there's our subscription line jumped way up because all of your leads were imported.
Immediate stats.
Stats, yeah. There's all her active subscription. And then if anybody goes unsubscribes or resubscribes or anything like that. And then I like this, that you can compare them all to revenue. So you can see how your revenue tracks with how many leads you have.
That's a cool idea.
Isn't that fun? You can check how your broadcast is doing too. That's one of the things I looked at now that Kartra's got all their stuff together. The ability to track your actual goals like opt-ins of forms and your emails and everything all the way back to revenue. So I can come over here and see revenue and my goals and my click-through rate and my open ratio compared to how many recipients are getting emails. Like imagine knowing that every time you sent out an email that you were going to make $100.
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't you be more motivated to write daily emails or weekly emails?
One would think so.
right?
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Don't work on it, do it. If you say I'm going to try to do it.
Go ahead. I dare you to try to pick up a
Well,
pen.
I was so
dare you.
inspired that I'm creating my new lead magnet. So it's gonna be called 10 Hollywood Mindset Hacks to Boost Your Money Mojo.
Okay, well, we never finished the first one. So where are the videos for the first one?
Conceptualized, because
No,
I have
finish
to.
one. Finish one.
What's conceptualized? What's that mean?
Finish one. Finish one.
I know I'm watching somebody else's videos and mimicking the flow because I don't have Jeff Walker's.
You don't need Jeff Walker's. Just make something. You can make one webinar. You don't even need 3 videos. You need one.
I did make one. I just wasn't happy with it. So now I'm writing the sequence. And trust me, when I roll it out, you will be just astonished.
Take your cell phone out today, somewhere away from the noisy traffic, and don't bang on your computer keyboard. And just film some great, valuable content and put that up and get it going by the end of the day. Like, it doesn't have to be fantastical. Just
Magical.
start.
Not magical. Not
Just
fantastic.
start one baby bridge. Like when I do my talks, I do, let's see, Army Bridge. There's a picture I will use. Right here is a good one, though. This is what an Army bridge looks like. There is nothing, like the Army Corps of Engineers has gotten really good at building these like bridges that are strong enough to roll tanks over. Standing on them will make you nauseous. But they did the job of getting tanks from this side of the island to the island over here really well. But if you can't get your funnels to do the one island to the next island, you never get to the other side.
No, it's gonna get done. It's just
when? It's gonna get done when?
My head. I'm getting on the bridge.
It's gonna get done when?
I promise on the internet here that I will have it done.
Done by when?
Oh,
By Tuesday. Tuesday's meeting. You'll be able to give somebody an internet address to go get your lead magnet.
that's right.
And the emails will all be done for it, and the pages will all be done for it that you've built.
I'm doing it
by Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
At 11:30.
So let me ask you a more important question. What about the email sequences for that? They're not the same as we have.
They'll get this sequence, but they'll get another sequence as well.
Oh, they will get this one as well? Okay.
You get both sequences when you sign up, so that there's always a level of indoctrination with all of your best content, whatever that may be at a time. More evergreen, not campaign. And then whatever they opted in for, they'll get a series of emails just for that one.
All right.
You're going to build that one, though. We are going to build the one for when they buy your
stuff.
Buy your
Workshop.
triple income thing.
So what I did is I started tagging people on who bought the sales workshop versus who bought the money. Because if somebody bought the money workshop, they can go to sales. So I presume that's why you have me all tagging them. I lost you.
She didn't say
Lost
anything.
you.
That's why.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I'm quiet, and I depend on everyone else who's live for the commentary and such.
Okay, so then we got to get Jeremy and Rayanne commenting.
On my way back home, had to come and get my Egyptian visa sorted. Fun stuff. Flying to Cairo next week. So sitting at the airport in Johannesburg. Have 1 hour, 45-minute wait before I can board and go home. All for a 6-year-old's birthday party.
That's an old birthday party. Oh, it's not the birthday party was 6 years old. I see the person who's.
Yes, the person.
It's the person whose party.
Hated that. I was in engineering corps. Would have rather been Air Force. Air Force was fun. There's less bridges you have to walk across.
That would be true.
That are shaky. But then you could get an airplane that's shaky. So we watched the Osprey when it was first, when it was still like the equivalent of beta. And that thing landed. We didn't really watch it land, but we heard it come in, and we're like, everyone like goes outside, and we're intel, so we like go out into the flight line and we watch it take off. And the Osprey has propellers. It's a propeller plane that can move, so it can be pointed up like a helicopter and lift straight off the ground. And then the propellers can move this way, so it can fly forward. So it's got that cool like alien technology. And man, as the propellers were changing directions, you could see the whole plane shaking.
It would have to, I mean, because all of a sudden there's no lift. The lift is created off the rotors as they're pointed upward. Mm-hmm. And then to change the angle, you'd have to change the lift before that forward momentum. It's actually quite an amazing engineering feat, if you think about it.
It is. Now, here's a cool thing.
I can kind of see you do where you do it with a Harrier jet because there's so much propulsion.
It's the same concept.
Yeah, I know, but
different. The Harriet was having issues. They were having a lot of wrecks, crashes.
Well, lift is an amazing thing in an airplane, and lack of lift is not good. It's called a rock. It's no longer called an airplane. It's called a rock.
A rock. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's that. So Twilio for
Twilio?
Twilio. So we don't say yo yo yo, we say Twilio.
What's Twilio?
All right, in the chat. It's the Rafka. In the chat for Be Live, I was about to say in the chat, for I can't talk now.
Yes.
For Dagmar program, it's $5 in it or something. But that will allow you to send text messages inside of your phone. It's like 0.0023 cents per
text.
Text message you send, which is like nothing. Get that, and we can integrate it into your account. And so then when people sign up for an event, we can actually automate a text message to go out so that they won't forget, so you'll get better show-up rates.
Yeah, so I actually have a kind of standard email that I sent for...
Okay. Why don't you email that to me? But that had nothing to do with the text messages I was just talking about.
Yeah, no, I get it. But since you're working on the email sequence, it's like welcome to the workshop, and here's what we're going to do.
Okay, send that to me.
Yeah, cool. She's still beating up her keyboard.
I know.
No, guys, my computer just does this crap. I was about to say something different.
Yeah,
but
you were.
But I held my Rapka tongue.
She's got a Rapka tongue. We're going to not split test this one.
No?
No split test. We're going to keep this one pretty basic, no formatting.
It would be
the way that bounces.
Now, let me ask you this. If somebody, let's say now, registered for May 18th, so I will download that as a list.
Okay, did you send, wait, before you get into that, have you sent me the email?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Dippy-dippy, yon.
Oh my.
Which way?
That's Polish Rapka.
Oh my. Okay, so
Yeah.
if somebody signs up for the event,
Yes.
what about it?
Well, the one that they just signed in, so I would import that list and put them into the sequence, right? But in the future, the idea is if somebody purchased an event, the sequence would go
How many
automatically.
people purchase? Yeah,
Well,
as soon as somebody purchases, how many people?
Yeah, so the seating, seating is limited to 10.
No, I understand that, but how many people have already purchased for the event?
Oh, 10. That event is already sold out.
Okay.
So if 2 more people buy, I can try to switch to bigger conference room. But right now that this room is done.
Okay. I'd like to personally congratulate you for taking this important step. You're about to revolutionize your money mindset and step into thriving instead of surviving. Who would like that? So we're going to do bold italics. I'm going to ask Scott and defer to him on this question.
Yes, ma'am.
She has at the end of that paragraph, who wouldn't like that? You said something about don't ask a question that you don't definitively know the answer to.
True.
So,
or don't ask a yes/no question that you don't want no to be the answer.
So who wouldn't like that? Is that good in that?
I would say, is there any reason not to like that? If you're going to ask something like that.
That's a lot of that's. I don't generally like the word that in sales copy.
Well, but so what's the statement ahead say?
I'd like to personally congratulate you for taking this important step. You're about to revolutionize your money mindset and step into thriving instead of surviving.
I would say you got to love that.
Oh, I like that.
Just, I mean, and even with the slang, GOTTA, you got to love that.
But that's Dagmar with her Grapka.
Yeah, I like the Kartra style.
Well, we have to put her English into English sometimes.
But you do, because these emails are personal though. And so if you don't put the personality, especially when it's a coach, I think it doesn't work.
Well, and it's interesting because my letters in my books and the stuff that I write is all very conversational because that's the way I talk. I mean, I don't write differently than I speak. So I would put something like that in a letter a lot. You got to love that.
Right.
Right.
Here are the details regarding the event.
I want you guys to go full gangsta on me, okay?
Keep going, Jenna.
And a link to the survey from form, which needs to be filled in no later than 5 p.m. on Friday. Thank you in advance. Where? When? Please complete the following survey no later than 5 p.m. Friday. So I'm just going to make this kind of like all nice, pretty in a little box so they can find it.
Yeah.
Give it a little color. How about some orange?
Oh, yeah.
I hear you like that.
So I read this amazing article on the colors, and it tells that orange is good for impulsive buyers, and that is a color of action. It's very interesting.
Well, each color has its,
each color's got its
I've studied in-depthly color theory. So orange is one of those, it could be a lot of different things and take on some, orange is the caution sign color. That's what we're the most indoctrinated. So orange is a little weird because we've been indoctrinated to use the orange button on Amazon in more recent times. But prior to that, orange was like construction cones and things like caution go away. You can make, you get to color, and it could be different things to different people across the world. So when we wear white, that looks really weird to a lot of Asian cultures because that's the color of mourning. So we were wearing white to the wedding, and they're like, "Why would you be so sad?"
Well, perhaps you should.
Ouch.
I'm not going to answer that.
Oh, got your sweetheart, so you're all right. Hey, there is a reason I am not married. I like it that way. I'm looking for that article on color, but
like I said, there's a lot of articles on color.
Yeah, there's a lot of color theory, color study, meaning behind it, meaning behind colors.
So I'm curious, just on the event, what's with the no laptops?
because they have to use their body to write the answers. It's energetically encoding into their body.
So is there anything that says something like that in there?
Yeah, it does.
Well, it just doesn't say why.
We also need to...
Well, I think one of like I say, I think that is actually, you can put for greatest effectiveness, you need to hand write the answers. You'll learn why in the event. That's why I say I can't read what's there, but I'm just saying.
It has leave laptops and notebooks behind. We create a space of safety and confidence to allow for deep transformation to occur for everyone. We also need to engage the kinesthetics of your body. So you're going to take notes and write answers the old-fashioned way with your fingers and without a keyboard.
Okay. So it does say it. Good.
So I'm just trying to define them and make each one stand out a little bit.
Yeah, kinesthetic is a big word.
So what's the better way to say that?
Well, I'm just saying that it's if there's a fifth grade, you wouldn't say to a fifth grader, hey, you're going to learn kinesthetically. A fifth grader would look at you like, what the hell are you talking about? Think about your copy always wanting to be consumable by a fifth grader. So there is a there's a tie between handwriting and learning, or some kind of, let me see if there's I'm going to go for a simple definition.
Simplify me, Scott.
Well, that's what I'm trying. Well, that's what I want to
translate from politics into Texas English.
Right.
Texas English.
Yo, yowdy, howdy, yo. Oh, that's a new.
Yeah, you don't need to speak in Texas. That would just be weird.
Extremely weird.
Oh, come on, y'all.
Yeah, no.
Yes. Yes. I say yes to me.
Great affirmation. Keep saying that over and over.
That's right.
Sometimes, all I want are these formatting things to work the way I want them to. I should have copied and pasted when now it's going to hate me. I don't even know where the word went that I just moved.
The one underneath.
It goes.
If you want to just type it in, all it says is dress comfortably.
I've already way past that. Okay. There we go. And there was one line.
From a kinesthetic side, physical movement increases learning is an example of saying that. More simple.
Most simple.
Most simpler.
All right, let's go back up to that one. So what did you say?
I said physical movement increases learning. It's probably the easiest way of saying it.
Yeah, and then we can say, so you're going to type notes.
Bonus, physical movement increases learning.
Just erase the kinesthetics.
Yeah. So you're going to take notes and write answers the old-fashioned way with your fingers and without a keyboard.
Yeah.
Well,
Then
I
that gives an explanation to it.
will not be using my keyboard since we do not have a proper harmonious relationship.
Just saying.
Obviously.
But you know, the computer does have a very loud keyboard. So when I go to like workshops, people always stare at me as I type. And I'm like, it's not my fault. The freaking computer is loud.
I'm pretty sure it's the computer.
Yes, thank you.
I'm a user. It's the user.
It ain't me.
User anger management.
Listen,
User anger management.
I'm
Keyboard anger management skills.
Guys, I'm gonna find Shaggy's song that says it wasn't me. That's a new rapping foundation.
The fact that you're doing research on rap songs is hilarious.
I am, because I'm trying to actually be good at it. So hold on a second. I'm about to get you guys going any moment now.
Oh no.
Warm up your vocal cords.
Me.
Jeez.
Yo. What's me?
Oh why?
I might need to create a sequence just to subscribe to my rap. No taker.
Interesting.
It'll be a.
I'm not getting any love here for that part of my personality.
I know.
Real lovey-dovey.
All right, so let's see. They have a script font. None, not one. That just looks weird.
Oh, it's not there. Dang it.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the way it's stated on the site, on the existing site. I think it's Success Catalyst as opposed to Success Coach.
Catalyst.
Yep. I think it's a more powerful word and a differentiator.
Okay. I agree. Coach is overused.
And Rayanne said, okay, that is not what I signed up to listen to.
Zing.
You, out of all the
And Jeremy said he just had all the people in the lounge look at him weird. Next time he'll bring headphones.
I'm trying to get my following in South Africa for Polish rap. I mean, come on, roll with me here. Yo. No love.
I'm just sharing the news. Can I say?
I love that though. That's I can imagine being in the airport lounge and like this guy's like listening to all this educational stuff, and then all of a sudden you've got Shaggy.
Good point.
I mean, I'd give some looks too.
Yes.
That would not be okay. So let's go back down here. Information for the workshop, not event, workshop. And then some text. Here are the details regarding the event. Oops, did not copy. And we're going to take this part. So that's up on the top so they can see it if need be. You know what we didn't? We didn't say hello. And we didn't say thank you either.
Nope. We just spam those people. No hello, no welcome. But I may create a special wrap up video just to get them into the group.
Yeah, no.
No? All right. It's good. That's one less video I have to do. So with this particular email, I'll have to just manually change the dates for every time there's a new event, right? But the sequence will keep going.
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll have to change, like I would do an audit, like I would create an audit checklist for every time like you finish an event, things that you need to do to get ready for the next one. So everything from, send out thank you notes to going in and updating the landing pages or the sales page or going through the email sequences, all that fun stuff. So we've got this tied to that one. We're going to go ahead and make this one active. But yeah, if you will get Twilio, you can add SMS text messaging. And I found with webinars, so especially if you do free events, the ability to add that text message increased show up rates by like 7 times. Like it was fairly significant. The other options, you've got adding and removing tags, deciding, how things are going to operate inside of, when you get more complex inside of Kartra, that will be helpful. Starting from and sequences and starting automations. We did the split yesterday, going to a certain section, await, and then complete. So they don't get too super fancy like an active campaign would. They leave a lot of the automations in the other one, but you can go down here and do it. But the idea is that you'll want to add some more to this. You're not going to want to limit this just to the basic email here. Like you're probably going to want to add, let's go ahead and add another email. I'm going to put it off to the side because it's going to be all lonely over here. But I want to wait until a specific date. So your workshop is on the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
I want this one to go out. What time does it start on the 18th?
It always starts at 9.
Always at 9.
Perfect.
So I'm actually going to have it go out on the morning of the 18th. Okay, so if I have something at 9 a.m., I want it to be more like 1 in the morning.
I don't have a problem with people showing up, so maybe the welcome or thank you would be more important.
What are you talking about?
Well, what I'm saying is people always show up. I don't have an issue with that.
This is now a convenience. This is something that this is almost stepping into the excite phase. Somebody has purchased from you and you want to make their life super easy. So on this case, I'm going to have an email. So 9 a.m. would be 10 a.m. EST, 8, 7. I'm going to let's do a 6 a.m. email. This isn't about them not showing up. This is about you making their lives easier.
Gotcha.
So if they don't, why is it PM? 6. How do I make it go AM?
What did you do?
I don't know. I'm wondering if I could wind back the hands of time. Oh, military time on the top. Yay. That I know how to use. Hey,
cool.
Hey. Oh, inner clock, right?
Inner clock. What's
the outside clock is PM, I think.
Oh.
I don't know. No, it's still on PM. Why is it on?
Interesting.
How do I switch it? Oh, it's perfect now. Okay, I don't know what I did, but we're going to leave it right there. This is going to be for morning of details. So a lot of times people get, like, I don't know if you know this, but they get a lot of email. How many emails do you get every morning in your inbox, Scott?
Probably 150 to 200.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum.
I mean, that's the start of the day.
Yeah.
And then another like number through the day.
So what happens is, yeah, they have the information, but you're making it easy for them to find the information. So instead of them having a panicked morning because they can't find that email, you're going to send them another email so that they have the information at their fingertips. They can just click the address into their GPS. They can call with their fingertips. You're reducing stress at a traditionally stressful moment of the day.
I'll tell you what I do need is I spend a lot of time right before the workshop chasing people to find out if they filled in the survey form. So if we could create an email that says just, by the way, have you filled in your survey form?
What's the survey about?
The survey is where it's an important way for me to energetically tap into the people. So they filled in information regarding how they feel about money and what their goals are. So that survey is mandatory. Just helps me when I walk into the workshop, I've already energetically connected to everybody, so I can hit the ground running.
That's cool.
Does the sequence allow to like count backwards? Can you put it like send this 4 days prior to the workshop, or you have to put in an actual physical date?
Let me look at that. Y'all feel free to talk.
I was watching what you were doing. Sorry.
Scott, by the way, out of curiosity, like I am watching us always on Facebook because I can't really read the screen in BeLive.
Right.
Are you able to read what's on BeLive's screen?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That's why I ask sometimes for the to read it. So I can think through, what the comments are and the concepts are. Sometimes easier to hear that way. I mean, I think it's always intriguing, and it's one of the things I teach about the communication model. The words are the words. What tone do we put behind it? What intention do we put behind it? How do we read it? All those kinds of things make a difference in the delivery of the message. So you actually have to read it and say it multiple ways, because if you can read it or say it that way, somebody else can read it or say it that way. So they'll interpret it.
What?
Are we keeping you?
On the why,
Do we need more coffee?
You're worth it. She's got a why, like what, when, why. Scott, would you like
what? Who, what, where, when, how? What? Are you asking the 5 W's and the H? What are you doing?
She's putting who,
what, when, where, why.
There you go.
So they know exactly who's on the ticket. The opportunity to personalize your emails is always a good. You can even do this. I'm going to take the little bracket here, copy. Workshop information. I can put it up here. Workshop information for you. Jenna, workshop, or today's workshop information. So that way their name is in the email, because
they like them.
They like them.
Well, you
they
help.
Like them.
You help. Don't assume.
Most of the time they like them. Theoretically.
Theoretically. I would like to think. Success catalyst. All right, so that's, and then I'm going to do a little, so that's the important part, is that really the address. Cool. And then I'm going to put that piece there too, up in the top so they can see it even without opening the email.
Good idea.
Again, making it as easy as possible so that when people show up to their workshop, they are not frazzled. Nobody wants frazzled people.
This would be true.
All right, so we're going to kind of just move it down here so we can leave room for other stuff.
So this is the thank you for registering.
This is thank you for registering. This is the morning of, and then she was like, they need to do.
Is there a reminder to do the survey?
That's what.
Or a thank you for turning in the survey?
We could wait a number of days, but we cannot do it backwards from the event. So probably waiting until the specific date would be best. So if it's the 18th, you want it done by Friday, we'll do it on, that's just the day before. That's fine.
Yeah, the day before reminder is okay. I don't need it necessarily before Friday, but if they can have it by Friday, that so yeah, maybe if we send it in early in the morning. Did you get your survey in?
You might want to ask it a little nicer than that.
Just saying.
Just a thought.
Again, though, because of the nature of the timestamps, you will have to go in every time that you finish an event, and you will have to go change the settings on what day things are going to go out.
Mm-hmm.
So it would probably behoove you to create some kind of little checklist of things to do every time you finish an event. Dooby-dooby-doo.
True.
She's going into Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. That's not a replica. I'm sorry. We can't hear that.
Hold on a second. Let me hold that thought. Wait.
Actually, I'm coming up with something. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
No.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What just happened?
Put that back into development.
What just happened? I'm scared.
Put that back into development.
Trying to wrap the Scooby-Dooby-Doo, including Woof, because that's a dog. Put it back in development. You really don't like my rap. I'm gonna take it personally.
Okay.
That is a very involved survey.
Yes, it is, and I ain't changing that.
What happens when you? Oh, that's the rating system.
Is that a rating system on?
Yeah, I just thought it was like a line. I was like,
and I know it's very advanced.
Ryan is getting scared.
Oh no! Come on, Raven. I am counting on the girls to. Okay, I'm gonna fold my rapping career down. I mean, there's no appreciation, no love, and that's it.
Hey, that's how all legit rappers start.
Oh, legit! I like that. Legit polka rapka.
I'm from the too legit to quit era.
I'm too legit to quit. Well, that's a good
MC Hammer.
Yeah,
oh, really? That's
an entire song.
Oh, that's right. I'm too legit to quit. I'm gonna increase my following among Polish people. They will appreciate my rap.
So part of I was going to see if maybe it was worth it to put this information in Kartra.
But does Kartra do surveys?
So let me see how much we can get away with here. Not traditional surveys.
Does Kartra have a survey process in there?
They have fields. So the reason I say this is because at this point, that information is in SurveyMonkey. What if you could have it inside Kartra? So no matter when you're looking at people like a true CRM, all their information is in one spot.
Right.
Well, that would be great because that's what I was thinking about last night. Right now, for example, in Visita, I've got all information about my clients, when they downloaded or uploaded documents, their payment history, all their appointments. So I don't know if I can't get the same thing within Kartra.
So I've got, let me put this over here. Name, phone, email. So that stuff's easy enough. First name, best email address, last name, best email address. Oops, I don't want to mess with that yet. I want to new fields. In theory, you already have their number, but just in case.
Always good to get it.
Yeah. Again, if you can sign up for Twilio and get their phone number here inside of Kartra, nice. Default country code, United States, unless you're going to have some Polish people. What is your age range? Why do you say range instead of how old are you?
Because that's rude. Not everybody wants to tell you how old they are.
But you're still asking.
But I'm asking for range.
But you're still asking.
I know, but
so
what's somebody supposed to put in there? I'm between 10 and 100.
Yeah, some people will put a range. Some people will actually tell me what their age is.
Huh. Interesting.
I mean,
how do you use the information?
Well, primarily because the person below 30 really has a, you speak differently to people when they are starting. I mean, we can let that go. It's not critical, but people who work with me will typically be about 40. And if they're below 30, I kind of have to talk to them differently. I had a guy who was 27 years old. Now, I had one that was 22 and would qualify for Unlock Your Success because of the maturity of emotions. But I had another guy, I think he was actually around 32, that tried to join Unlock Your Success. And it's the only client ever I had to say we're not a good match. That guy could not be at the maturity level to go through that journey. So I wouldn't accept him. But like, again, for this particular survey, it's not as critical.
I'm just, if you need it beforehand, I get it, but that's something you can also determine when you get in there. What's your website URL? How long have you been in business?
Do you want me to just read those questions so it's easy for you?
Well, and yeah, one of the things that I did was I just matched the ones that already exist inside of Kartra. So the first name, last name, their email, their company, their website, and by not creating a separate one for those, it'll go into the right field.
Mm-hmm.
Phone with country code, state, country. Okay, so I think we're past the easy stuff. So we'll do a custom field for.
So now it's actually the questions. The ones that she's already got set up.
Custom, yeah. Oh, cool. I have radio buttons. Yay. Text input. Yay. So,
but where is this survey hosted in Kartra? Is it under communications or what is this under?
so instead of sending them to SurveyMonkey, you can send them to one of your own pages. How long?
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is so much better.
So you might have to reframe a couple of them, but you'll have them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's a cool adder to that, to Kartra.
And especially because if we can clone this form later, it's very similar for Rock Your Sales. And then I use this form before a free session. It just has a little bit different questions, but like, let's say 6 out of 10 are same. So then I would have that information for each prospect.
It's very cool.
Time spent growing business per week. Text inputs. How many, what is it, hours?
Per week, do you currently work to grow your business?
And you can mark them as being required as well, so they can't move on until they fill them out.
Yeah, it's really.
That way, if you do have like an annoying question there, like how old are you? You can skip over it. They have the option to like not do it. So there's a lot of questions here. I'm going to leave it at that because it is 10:04.
10:04.
10:04. I'm going to save this one.
So I can work on this if you want today, so it will be done tomorrow morning.
Well, tomorrow morning, Scott here is going to talk about sales. What are you going to talk about?
Sure he is. He's going to talk about what you ignored me about last Friday.
What did we ignore you about?
Oh,
Tools.
Oh,
Tools.
that's right. Tools.
How do you use tools to close deals?
How do you use tools to close deals? You take a hammer.
Sometimes.
And
if that's appropriate, yes, that's what you do.
Texas, or what is it? Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer.
Yes.
Made national news this last Sunday. Well, I say news, national program on last week tonight with John Oliver, and they did a montage of all his best commercials with him saying, "I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer," swinging it around, and now his son.
Yeah.
And his son now too.
Interesting.
Scooby-Doo blaring from Jeremy's laptop because,
Jeremy, take headphones along.
I was like, now there's an entire globe who's going to think that Jim Adler in his cowboy hat is the representative of Dallas.
Yeah. No, that's not what's working. All right.
Well, tools.
See everybody tomorrow.
Yes.
Sales training Friday.
Sales training Friday.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.